Hello, and welcome to Drinky Talky Thing number 142.
Still here, still drinking, still talking nonsense.
Yes, it's going to be a shorter one this week because we've got a lot less stories.
It's Christmas time, nothing happens at Christmas.
Well, it's not that nothing happens at Christmas. It's
nothing
just
interesting happens at Christmas. Everyone's playing games, nobody wants to read about the news.
It's more to do with the fact that I can't be asked reading the news.
No, let's blame it on the games. And YouTube have given us news.
YouTube have given us
They've done a lot actually to give everyone news.
They've really fucked up this content ID system. I have no idea whether they're going to be able to pull it back. There are a lot of big YouTubers. It's not just the gaming YouTubers, it's every YouTuber.
Every single one, yeah.
I mean, it's very prevalent amongst the Let's Players because
they have big
by virtue they have lots of video content that they've split up into lots of little chunks.
Yep.
And there's the haziness of background music in games. Because a lot of games licenses for the music. Well, a lot of games license their music and then say it's fine for you to let's play these games.
Yeah. But then YouTube goes, that song, it's in use.
Yes. But then the game. But it's all controversial at the minute, and
they're not making any friends, are they?
No.
Let's be honest. They're pretty much pissed off the entire community. Even they've pissed off developers. They've pissed off Let's Players. They've pissed off anyone that's posted a YouTube video.
They're pissed off Kevin Smith.
What? How? That's not in the news. I can't see that in there. What?
It is Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah. So why is he? Well, I assume he's an avid gamer.
Well, no, he's not the avid gamer. He's an avid filmmaker, an avid believer in new media, and he says that the fuck up that YouTube have done is tantamount to a restriction on free speech and free creativity, and will, in all, affect video production. And on the part of games, it's not hurting anyone. Gameplay footage is never detrimentally.
It just promotes the game, doesn't it?
It is free promotion.
Yeah.
Basically, blah blah blah. You don't have the rights to do this, and they're starting to pull back on the freedom of expression people have been enjoying on YouTube.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, everyone loves Kevin Smith.
Yeah. He hasn't made it.
I'm gushing now.
No. He needs to get back on the ball with the films because he's kind of gone off the boil a bit. Yeah. But a bad Kevin Smith film is still better than a good teeny movie film.
Well, I saw tweets about Batman constantly coming from him, and I'll be honest. When you start to tune something out because there's that entire conversations around Batman. I'm guessing he was involved with something, wasn't he? Which I can't remember. He
wrote one of my favourite Batman graphic novels of recent times.
Yeah,
he is also great friends with Affleck,
who is now Batman,
and has seen the suit.
I hope he has nipples.
Honestly, you want the bat nipples?
Bring back bat nipples, yeah.
But
that's what everyone wants.
Smith is on our side with this one, but generally there's a lot of bad blood about this content ID system and this sudden matching, and there's groups going up about against it. Somebody's beaten me to the punch. One of my things for the new year was to create a community that had basically went out and contacted all these game developers. There's somebody already set this up.
This exists, does it?
Well, no, it's only in the process of being set up now. It used to be a wiki page. There was a wiki page for people that just listed
so
developers that had been contacted, who'd given permission, what their terms of condition were. So if they said you had to ask individually, or if you had to put attributions or links to stores, that was all listed. And this is being turned into a site. There is a link in the blog post, so you'll be able to go look at that if you're interested in Let's Playing. YouTube are standing by the decision, despite the fact that here's the best part of it. I'll jump to the top story, which is a YouTube, the copyright claims, the content ID system. It's still going on its mental scam. It has content ID'd the music of an artist on that artist's own YouTube channel.
I thought it was smarter than that, to be honest. I can understand on somebody else's channel, but
what actually happened here is quite telling. Is basically this music library that is now being scanned against is our new music libraries.
Right.
Because this artist is actually a member of The Escapist.
Okay.
So he's part of the gaming community, part of the gaming press. He's quite well known for it. It's Gavin Miracle of Sound done. And his entire channel got flagged for his music. And hundreds of other channels got flagged for his music because he gave permission to a lot of people to use his music. What had happened is because he was using a company called TuneCore to distribute his sellable music. So basically, TuneCore were handling all the stuff like getting it on iTunes, Spotify, that kind of shit. TuneCore have formed a separate company, a sister company called IND Music. And the IND Music Group are there for copyright protection of artists under their umbrella. And TuneCore have gone and signed up everybody in their database to this content ID matching system, whether they wanted it or not. There is an option on the TuneCore site to sign your... There's two options. You can whitelist certain channels for using your music, which is up to the
artist.
Up to the artist to then maintain and then do that. Or they can opt out of it. Do you want to know what the downside to opting out of it is? The only way to opt out of it is to sign up to TuneCore's new MCN. You sign up to TuneCore's multi-channel network, and suddenly you won't get content ID matched for stuff that's on TuneCore's database.
Except for the MCNs don't work.
Well,
or does this one actually?
It'll work for the TuneCore database, but it won't work for anything else. But the point is, basically, you can accept that this new splinter company that they've set up is going to take 20% of your advertising, 20% of everybody's advertising, while they dispute the random copyright claims for the music you've given permission for, including your own music in this guy's case.
It's just fucked up, isn't it? The entire thing.
You can lose all income from that, or you can just basically agree to permanently give them 10% of all income.
So they've got you over a barrel until you prove that it's your music, basically.
Yes.
Nice. Also, Merry Christmas. We didn't mention this. It's Christmas.
I think people might have worked that out.
Yeah, I just realised we did it on the talkie thing the bit before, but not this. Christmas. Not sure. Christmas.
But it's ridiculous. That I think there'll be a couple of other groups like this. This TuneCore and IND Music is the first one that's come out and been publicly acknowledged, and probably because the artist involved does happen to be part of The Escapist.
Yeah.
It's one thing.
Got a bit of back in there.
Yeah.
Really.
If you're going to do it to anyone, please, you generally try and avoid people who've got connections to the press.
Well. Have a fun outcome.
But YouTube have defended their stance, despite clearly being in the wrong here. They say there's going to be no apology or policy reversal, but an explanation of the scenario and tips for creators going forward. They explain the spike in copyright claims is a result of advancements made in the company's content ID system that automatically detects copyrighted material. So basically, they've improved the system while at the same time letting a new shitload of content in to be matched against.
Which basically means the amount of flags is going to go down, but the more content means the flags are going to go up, so you're back to where you to start with. Yeah. Oh,
well. And online rights are often resold to companies like music labels and aggregators. While you may not recognise the owner, it doesn't necessarily mean their claims are invalid.
Yeah. It becomes really complicated with music, though, doesn't it? Because you have... The game studio have licensed it from the music company. Both of them will have flags.
It depends. It depends in what terms. Because Nintendo are actually a bunch of bastards on this. Because Nintendo haven't just content ID'd video content, so gameplay footage. Yeah. They have also ID'd the background music for the game. Because Nintendo are one of the few companies that can do this.
Yeah.
Because they
own it all.
They own it all. All of it's in-house. Nothing's licensed. So the background music is on the ID system. But also, the game's sound effects are on the ID system.
Oh, the worst thing is... I know I shouldn't... I feel sorry for YouTube in this scenario. Because basically, they've got a system here which has to be there to stop them getting their asses sued.
Yeah.
But it's causing detriment to everyone.
The system came out of Viacom, so the Viacom lawsuit, so they kind of have no choice but for it to be there.
Yeah.
But YouTube have given some suggestions to try and avoid this, and some of them I will be taking to heart. So basically, YouTube suggests if you're doing Let's Plays, turn off the in-game music.
Oh, yeah.
Turn off the in-game music, play the game without the music, or with music that you do own the license to.
Yeah, you can just put anything over the top, couldn't you?
Put
as long as it's applicable. You don't want a really dramatic scene and have did. Oh wait, no, Nintendo would definitely have problems with that.
Yeah.
That would be Mario.
But say doing a Let's Play of a Burnout game. You can put anything behind that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Basically any game that has no story content.
Yeah.
You're absolutely fine. Even then, some with story content, screw it. Just put it over there. Grand Theft Auto wouldn't be any different for any different
Grand Theft Auto
soundtrack.
wouldn't make a blind bit of difference.
No.
And there are plenty of decent music sites out there. There's CC Mixer, there's Newgrounds, there is
Yep, definitely heard of all of
Bandcamp, SoundCloud. All of these are good sources for independent artists, and as long as you use Creative Commons and reference the people when you use their music, it's perfectly legal.
Exactly.
And YouTube can't do a goddamn thing to you.
Should we move on from YouTube? Because I feel like
I may be getting a bit ranty.
It's taken up a lot of... Yeah.
I may be getting a bit ranty,
yeah. We ended the last one, I think, with YouTube, and we've started this one with YouTube.
But they're still fucking up.
Last time we did that was 38 Studios.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Segue.
So,
Successful segue. Well done.
If that's the word. I'm still not sure. Project Copernicus is still unsold at auction.
Oh,
this is the Kingdoms of Amalur stuff. So
the IP that Kurt Schilling thought was $1 billion IP. Yeah, no fucker wanted it at all.
It's funny, though, isn't it?
Nobody.
Kurt's expertise in baseball playing didn't come in much use when it came to game development. It was baseball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, yeah, screw it. Let's go.
Well, it's not just the Project Copernicus IP that didn't change hands. Nobody wanted Kingdoms of Amalur either. It was a bundle package. You would have thought somebody would have picked it up in order to make Amalur 2. Because in its defence,
it was a good game.
Kingdoms of Amalur was a decent enough game.
Yeah. It was just it had no IP backing. I would say no IP backing.
Yeah.
No established IP, and it wasn't marketed.
No established IP and no established studio. You can have an unestablished IP if you've got a studio history to back it up.
You can have an unestablished studio if you have a cheap game or very good marketing.
Yeah.
The problem is if you pitch a AAA title price, so full price for a game, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
If they had sold that game for less, I realise they couldn't have done this because, let's be honest, they went bankrupt anyway.
Yeah.
But they could have got the name out there and the IP would be worth more. But because it only reached, I think the sales were about 1 million, just over 1 million, which is not bad sales. It's not good sales. And it's purely because nobody's heard of Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yep.
The name itself doesn't exactly jump off the page to me. That screams to me it's come from a third party. Sorry, not third party. A shitty developer.
Yeah.
That I've never heard of. That generally have overly polished graphics. I don't mean overly polished as in they've put lots of detail.
Yeah.
I mean everything's shiny.
Yeah, it was a bit shiny. There was a bit of shininess. In other news, also
I did wonder why you're looking at your phone.
Also jumping off the page, segue is a smooth transition from one topic to another or a section to the next. The term is derived from the Italian segue. It follows. The pronunciation in English differs from the Italian pronunciation.
I want to know the Italian one. Oh, that's the English one, isn't it? Segue. Anyway, so we're right. It's segue.
Yeah.
I say we. You're right. I just went along with it. I just thought, there's some guy on a little two-wheeled thing.
Yeah. There's a little sound speaker there. I think you've got to put a sound. Download film.
No. God bless mobile technology. So, segues and Copernicus aside, that's just a big old heap of
Do you want to run now? Are you
What?
do a run, or shall we talk about the Steam OS?
Let's go on to Steam OS.
Right, Steam OS. The Steam machines have gone out, and the lucky beta testers have got their Steam machines, and there are videos of it running. And iFixit did exactly what iFixit always do. They got one and went, "Woo, screwdrivers!"
All credit to Valve for making people feel special. Did you see what they've done?
No.
The vent had 300 holes on it, and one hole on each one had been ground down, so it was bare metal. So each one has a slightly different. So every single one of those 300 has a different front on it. So to say that they're this one, basically.
Nice.
Which I thought was a nice little touch. And literally all they've done is they've taken a painted bit of metal, and you know, like when you put a drill onto something you shouldn't, it strips paint off. It just looks like that. But it's nice because it's like this is your
unique identifier. Your machine is unique.
This is one of the first. You are one of the 300. Congratulations. Now go fight in the dark.
Yeah. Now go hide in your corner.
But the Steam machines. I mean, after looking at them, they are a cool bit of kit.
They are a pretty impressive bit of kit for what they are.
It's what looks like an ITX or mini. I'm guessing ITX form factor motherboard with my voice is going with processor, RAM, and so on.
Well,
graphics card is on a daughter board.
iFixit took it apart, so there's your insides, and it's exactly what you just said. They priced most of the components. They priced it at about $1,300. Now, Valve have yet to put prices on their retail.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting anyway, for it to come out about the £1,000 mark.
Bearing in mind, this was the GTX 780 machine, which is the second highest.
Yeah.
The only one higher than that is the Titan machine.
I've got to get rid of that hat. You can lose the hat whenever you want.
But they do come down. I mean, potentially the machine could be as cheap as $600.
$600.
Yeah, but this is the problem for Valve, and this is where I struggle to see. I think that they're going to make a market for themselves in the hardware side here.
Yeah.
But essentially, this is a PC.
Yeah.
There is nothing special about this machine.
No.
And PC sales are going down. I'm not being daft.
Yeah.
So basically, all this is one very big, very clever marketing exercise.
Yes.
Convincing people to use their PCs in their front room. And I'm all for it. A lot of people already do this, though. And I wonder how many people that already do this would ever be interested in...
None, because at the same time that the boxes went out, the Steam OS was released. You can now download and install the Steam OS. However, Valve and anybody who's tried it apparently suggest otherwise.
Huh.
They say it's not ready for use on the boxes other than the ones that they've specifically kitted out for
copy
it.
their spec and you're fine.
Yeah, build something to a similar spec and you're all good. But they are recommending not to download it yet.
Yeah. I mean, the argument
What is pissing me off about it, though, is what operating system they've based it on. Now, it's Linux-based.
Ubuntu.
Oh, no, I'd be happy with that. Based it on Debian.
Oh. I don't know enough about Linux to put any kind of criticism in here.
Debian is not. It's Linux nerd nirvana.
If John Gibbons is listening,
yes,
you could probably explain this to me.
Yeah, Gibbons would understand why it's a bad idea for an open source operating system to be on Debian.
I honestly think Valve are giving their users too much credit. I think they think that we're all massive geeks, when really PC gaming. I know people that have...
No, they're clearly not, because otherwise they would not be using Debian. Massive geeks would know that Debian is not. Their argument is, for using Linux, that they want to make it an open operating system. Debian is not fucking open. It's a proprietary version of Linux.
Oh. I'll just nod and smile.
Debian have created their own customised kernel, Linux kernel, and sell it. Debian is a sold operating system, the same as Red Hat.
See, I've heard of Red Hat, if that helps.
Yeah.
Literally all of
Debian
this.
generally
I'm sure with lots of people in TV land.
Debian is generally used on the server side.
Right.
Red Hat is your desktop, Debian's your server.
I once installed Ubuntu.
Yeah.
And it didn't work on the laptop I was using. It was a VIA chip.
Why did you install and not run it from the CD?
Well, it was a VIA chip. And I honestly, I couldn't even get the CD to work. Because it kept trying to project at a resolution that the screen that was attached couldn't handle.
Ah.
It was the most cheapest, nasty... Basically, somebody gave me a free laptop. I had an old phone I wanted to sell.
Yeah.
And it was worth quite a bit. So somebody said, I'll give you a cheap laptop and a... I said, alright, what's the laptop? He said, a VIA. I thought, no, actually not that bad. He said, the screen is smashed. I went, oh... So he gave me £300 and this VIA laptop with a smashed screen. What I didn't tell him is somebody previously had come to me because they'd spilt something on theirs and just gave me it. So I had a spare screen for this exact model of laptop.
Nice.
And the base to go with it. So I just kind of hooked it all together. It all worked beautifully. But I thought, well, I'll try Ubuntu because
everybody does.
You don't put Windows on a VIA chip.
No, everybody
so
does.
I thought, Ubuntu, great. Put it in, turned it on, the screen went funny, so I'd managed to bring it up online of what options there are. So I just pressed the keys to move down to where I thought it should be and pressed enter, and then kept following the instructions and typing onto a blank screen. Eventually it installed, and when it installed, it came up with the right screen. It detected the resolution, it's all fine. And then I thought, great, I'll go ahead, Firefox. Where's how do I do this? There's a bar, I clicked something, I typed something, I had to type something in, sudo install.
Fuck
off.
Sudo / get package something. I can't remember.
But it wasn't even Firefox. It was like it had a witty name equivalent.
It was Mozilla Fire. I don't know.
Iceweasel. I had to type in Iceweasel. I'm sure it's something daft like that. It might not have been
that seems to ring a bell. Anyway, they've based it on Debian, not Ubuntu, and they're basically Linux nerds around the world.
Sorry, Iceweasel's Raspberry Pi. Iceweasel, yeah.
I knew it rang a bell, but anyway, it's bad. It's not bad. It's just not. It's not what Gabe was in mind.
I can destroy this in a second. They have built Steam on a platform they don't fully support.
Yeah.
Buy a Steam box, you can play half of your titles. Why would anyone want to do that? I just put full fucking Windows on it and put it under your PC, under your TV. I just don't want to pay Microsoft, that's all they're concerned about. Sorry, carry on.
Mythos Global.
It's come full circle, hasn't it?
Oh Christ! I'm still calling this the Curse of T1.
Technically,
in fact, no, I'm still calling this the Curse of the Drunken Gamer.
My start in games or any kind of games journalism or anything game related was Mythos, and it died a week later. I played it for like 2 days and then it all went offline, and it was I was quite enjoying that. It's my first time enjoying because it wasn't MMO, wasn't it? Or it was intended to be. But it started as the testing engine for Hellgate London. Yeah.
And then, was it Flagship Studios that were working on it at the time? Or Flagship were working on it. Flagship Games. They released Hellgate London and Mythos, and then they went under because they were ex-Blizzard North people, and then they went on to form Runic.
Yeah. Who made Torchlight, which was freaking awesome.
Yeah, the good ones went on to make to form Runic and make Torchlight, but the rights to Hellgate London and Mythos reverted to their Korean partners.
Yeah.
And then the Korean partners launched it once, and it failed. And then they launched it again, and it failed. And then they launched it again.
Yeah.
And now it goes offline in January.
Yeah. Yeah, bad times. Basically, it's not very good. People don't want to play it.
The first version was good. The version that Flagship Studios were making was good.
That's the one I played, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
And I'm going to call the Curse of the Drunken Gamer because we were getting in there.
We had Dre's hat, didn't we, in the Drunken...
There was 2 items put in from 13.1. Dre's hat, or we're going to be put in, Dre's hat and the Drunken Gamer's tankard.
I think we need to rekindle this somehow.
Yeah.
We should start contacting people and, hi, we run a podcast. Can we please put something ridiculous in your game?
Well, we've had it. We've got a few of them.
We've had the badger in.
You've got your box art entry.
Yeah, I'm quoted. I'm quite proud of that one.
We got the badger helm in Adventure Quest or not?
No, not Adventure Quest. Yeah,
Adventure Quest Worlds.
No, yeah, actually. Yeah.
Adventure Quest Worlds. There's a badger helm that you can get. And I can't remember the code for it, but it's
Craig's doing that one.
Yeah, that was Craig's doing. Mythos, there was going to be the Drunken Gamer's tankard. There was some other game where I was actually an NPC.
Yes, I remember that one. Because you were really proud. It's like, yes. Oh, it's gone bust. Oh, dear. Oh, what was that one?
I can't remember, but I was in the game as an NPC, and that was impressive to me, and I was happy. That was it. That was pretty much.
You would have been immortalised in this game, but no.
No, but that I don't care if it went offline. I achieved a goal. I achieved a life goal to get myself into a game.
I just remember the conversation that started the badges.
Yeah.
It's just me and Craig sat on a train on the way to meet a bunch of developers who were making a game with what I seem to remember was animals on trampolines. I know they weren't on trampolines, but they were bouncing up and down. You had to catch them, and we said, "Is there a badger in the game?" It just went on from there. We kept making puns about badgering them about badgers, and it just yeah. Anyway, I think there's a badger cull at the time. Something must have triggered it. Because
but anyway, Mythos is still under the Curse of the Drunken Gamer. I think the Drunken Gamer's tankard is in code. Because the Drunken Gamer's tankard must be in the code because the game keeps dying. And the game that had me as an NPC died.
Wherever you're mentioned, the game dies.
Yeah.
Are we music or should we Rovio rant?
Rovio rant first, because I want to get this out of the way so we can come back peaceful afterwards.
It's not a full rant, it's just the fact that there's been a lot of talk on the internet about free-to-play killing the industry, it's going to die a death, it can't be sustained, blah, 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 blah. Now, I think free-to-play actually has a place.
Free-to-play has a solid place. The freemium...
Yeah.
I'm not against the freemium model. I'm just too cheap to join in.
Exactly. I'd rather put hours into a game than money into a game. Which they say time is money and it probably costs me more. But I don't give a shit because you enjoy the bit along the way. The problem is, basically, an average game that's developed to be not a non-freemium model. So a game that you pay for, imagine it takes you this long to do something.
Yeah.
What they do in freemium sometimes is make it take this long or this long if you pay.
Yeah.
And it's instantly visible that they've cheapened the game. They've purposely done it to make you buy.
As long as I don't even mind a bit of a gap. I am happy with a game going from that for paying customers and that for non-paying customers.
As long as there's something to do, that's the problem.
Yeah.
If you're grinding the same mission, they've done it wrong. If you've got lots of missions that are technically optional if you pay, fine. I'll happily play through those missions. It's something new, something to do.
Like, as much as I've already lambasted it, the the freemium in Trevor points it out. The freemium in Plants vs Zombies, you can get to through the entire Plants vs Zombies 2 without paying, because there is enough variety in what you have to do. You're still having to do a lot of fucking grinding, in my opinion.
It's more than you had to last time, and that's the kind of sticking point. Isn't it? I'd rather pay $3.99 up front than pay £8 over a period of. Yeah. That's the problem now. They've realised they can get more money out of you with.
Yeah, the Plants vs Zombies is they've realised they can get more money out of you long term by microtransactioning it than they can by just letting you pay up front. I'd rather have paid up front for the entire fucking game.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, Rovio have launched a karting game. So it's similar to Mario Kart. You basically race your little birdie things. I think you're racing the pigs. But either way, you're racing them round a track.
I think you're both.
Why not? You're racing your pigs and birds and such round a track, and suddenly you realise there's only 2 courses you can race on in the first world.
Yep.
To get to the second world, you're going to have to grind away or buy a cart. Now what they do is they don't necessarily tell you how much a cart costs. You just buy a cart.
Yeah.
So, buy, yes, details. I've bought a cart. Oh shit, that cost me £70. Some of the carts are £70.
Yeah, that's fucking wrong.
Which is ridiculous. And not only that, it's the fact they have put in a wall, a complete barrier to stop you progressing.
Yep.
I mean, you're saying about Plants vs Zombies you have to go back and grind.
Yeah.
This is literally you have to just hammer them constantly. Furthermore, they've added a kind of a coin system similar to Words with Friends and that, where you can only do so many races. Certain races.
So basically, they've got the life system of all the King.com games.
I'm going to say yes, having never played them.
Candy Crush. Never played it?
I refuse to give it money.
Fair enough. You don't have to give it money, but you have to give it time.
I know, man. I just played Bejeweled.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, you can't play it if you've run out of this
energy. It's basically an energy system. Each race, I haven't even played it, but each race costs you an energy point.
Yeah.
And you only have 5 energy points. The energy points renew after X amount of time.
Yeah. Now this is becoming commonplace.
No, that's commonplace for most free-to-play games because that's where the bulk of their money is made. People who are impatient don't want to wait for a renewal. Will either pay for it or the social side of it, because you can ask your friends to give you extra lives or extra energy points.
I despise that.
Yeah, it annoys me as well, but from a player standpoint, asking my friends is more palatable than paying the fuckers.
I see that worse than standing at a bus stop saying, excuse me mate, you got 20p for the bus.
But then
it's exactly the same.
But then I make sure that I have set up specific lists so that my spams only go out to the groups of people that suffer this kind of thing.
Oh, I've just realised, Basically, because Facebook and Twitter is a game.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie Brooker pointed out perfectly, it's a game. You don't have 600 friends. That's bullshit. You may know 600 people, but they're not your friends.
Yeah.
You should have friends and people I spam with game alerts.
You can do that. You can
as long as that works.
You can set up the lists and then set up the status update to go out to only the list of people that get.
Yes.
That's how
people you don't like.
Yes.
I've added you on Facebook and gone, hey, it's nice to see what you're up to. And you think, fuck off.
I have that list set up so that it only goes out to people that I don't particularly care if I
This is where I am completely out of luck, because I deleted all those people.
Yeah.
Every time somebody put an offensive status, a picture of their baby, or something about pop culture, I deleted
Remind me to delete you when you get to that point.
I have not mentioned pop culture, pictures of my baby, dogs don't count, damn it.
Yes, they do.
I realised the irony. The moment I think I actually put at one point in my timeline read, I hate it when people put pictures of babies. Look at my dog. But it's frustrating. I don't care what someone's eaten. I don't care how they look in the mirror that night.
Pictures of your food, unless you're at a brand new restaurant trying to give me an opinion on this brand new restaurant.
Yeah, post a review. A picture, words, done. A picture is worth nothing. Yeah. You can make a dog poo look like chocolate pudding. Essentially.
Why?
Well, I'm just saying, in terms of a picture, you don't know how it tastes. You have nothing. When people go, oh, just out for lunch, snap. I don't care. You're eating a salad with what looks to be some kind of liquid drizzled over it. I had no idea what that is. It frustrates me.
Yeah.
Pictures of babies, right? Maybe it's just because I'm awkward around babies anyway. People go, hold this. No. It's your dribbling mess. Take it. It's leaking. Get it off me.
Until it gets to a year old, I want nothing to do with it.
The great thing is, even a dog knows not to shit itself on you. Seriously. A baby child will happily take a dump on you. A dog won't do it. I don't understand.
I think that's a good point to stop and go for a song. I think you've successfully hit a new low for us.
Why not go for it? Dogs are better than babies, I think, is what I covered it, because dogs don't shit on your chest.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We'll stop that now.
And welcome back. There was 2 songs in there. Yeah, I'm going to play both.
Oh, right.
Just because we do like Waterflame stuff, and Village Up the North is a very good track from Waterflame. But I couldn't pass up the opportunity to give the song of Evil Dog and Apatheria, which is Oh Ass Holy Night.
I think we should put Ass Holy Night in there and the other one at the end. Otherwise it's 2 random songs just chucked in together. And that way they have like a little outro.
Oh Ass Holy Night is going at the end, is it?
Oh, well, either.
Yeah. Okay, Waterflame now, Oh Ass Holy Night at the end. Anyway,
Yeah.
you know what they both are. We've referenced them both as per Creative Commons, and we have to acknowledge
You sound like a really shit lawyer. As per the Creative Commons, Section 2, Paragraph 3.
Look, with all the bullshit...
Ass Holy Night.
As YouTube have decided to be a bunch of fucking cocksucking bastards, we're getting
Eloquent
flagged.
language as always.
Do you know that was my Secret Santa this week?
What's that?
Whoever got me as the Secret Santa thing decided to buy me a book that taught me how to swear at people in various languages.
I got the Profanosaurus, so...
Yeah.
Similar, basically.
Yeah.
Even references Hull in one of the...
There are a couple in there that reference Hull.
I'm guessing some of the writers were from the Hull area. Or they just hate Hull.
They just hate Hull.
Yeah. They picked individual streets as well.
Yeah.
And even referenced Fulton's food, which, I mean, that's a Hull thing, surely.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
But anyway, yeah, the Profanosaurus is brilliant, and I've now got a dictionary of swear words for various languages, and what most insulting in those languages.
Awesome. So, Sony and the PS4.
Yes.
It's been an awesome launch for them.
It has been a brilliant launch. They've sold out constantly. They have had to
There's
say...
a few cynics in the world, isn't there?
There are a lot of cynical cunts out there. I'm one of them.
Honestly...
I don't think... I'm not cynical about this particular thing, but... if I was to be really cynical, part of me would agree with this. The Sony have said all along that they think they'll be able to match demand going into 2014. They thought they'd be able to match, and they've had to since come out and say, "Look, it's going to be a bit scarce. It's going to be a bit hard to get hold of. We may struggle to match demand."
You want to know why I'm still not quite... I'm undecided.
Yep.
If they had stock and weren't selling it, it's a marketing ploy. But
Yep.
I'm not sure it'll do that much for their shareholders.
No.
I think they would get pissed off. I think if they said, we've got lots of stock and we're able to sell it all, if they just sold more copies,
Yeah.
their share price is more likely to rise than saying, we've got them in a warehouse, but as far as you know, we're scarce.
Yeah.
I reckon they're just actually short of stock.
Yeah, I reckon they're actually... But cynics are saying that the stock shortages are artificial. And this happens every time there's a stock shortage of anything. Nintendo were accused of it with the Wii.
They're going to hold some back because there's going to be faulty units. And there's nothing worse than, this is faulty, can I have another? No.
Yeah, this is
What?
this
What
is
do you
faulty.
mean?
Can you have another? No, it'll be 3 months while we finish making them. You can't do that. They've got to keep hold of some. As attested by the PlayStation camera box that I have here.
So they finally replaced it?
They replaced it, yeah.
Does it have a white dot on it?
I haven't actually opened the box yet.
Oh, right.
It only arrived the other day.
That'd be a rubbish box opening ceremony. Live on YouTube. Done.
Yeah.
I've never understood unboxing videos. Am I special?
No, they are a bit baffling.
I like the kind of piss take ones where somebody's like literally trying to do it one-handed. And that amuses the hell out of me. Watching it. I think the ultimate test...
When you get your PlayStation 4 again, finally, we will record an unboxing video, but we will play the Surgeon Simulator soundtrack over the top of it and just record first person.
I think the best one, the one I want to see more than anything, is somebody trying to unbox a Nexus 4 using one hand. Because I have seen videos and there were videos of the unboxing. They made the box so perfectly sized that it was sealed. You couldn't get your hands in to pull it apart, and the airlock meant you couldn't actually... I mean, literally, there's people prizing them open, cutting into them. It was absolutely brilliant.
Nice.
Eventually, I watched a video to see someone who actually put a hole in the box to let air in so they could break the seal. I'd love to see someone with one hand doing that. They'd just be shaking it constantly. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, but
one-handed
anyway,
shaking it constantly. Yeah.
Sony are being accused of artificially creating a rarity of PlayStation 4s, and I don't believe it. I think they are just selling out.
I'm not sure it's in their interest. The biggest sales...
It's not in their... It really isn't. The biggest sales period, as you said, Christmas is their biggest sales period any time of the year. If they launched mid-summer...
You can understand it, though.
I'd possibly suspect them creating a scarcity in order to drive sales in winter.
Yeah, and to build up the stockpile so in winter they could go, boom, everything's there.
But they're not. Yeah.
So it's nonsense. Absolute Tea Party nonsense.
You want to go Tea Party level nonsense?
Yeah, why not?
The Tea Party. American politics, which is always a fun topic.
Mosh, feel free to chip in.
Yes.
Because we're uneducated, really, aren't we? We know the basics.
Mm-hmm.
We have our opinions of...
The Tea Party are raving fucking lunatics.
Democrats all the way.
No, raving fucking lunatics. The Tea Party are the American equivalent of the fucking UKIP party.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
The Tea Party are the American equivalent of UKIP, the UK Independence Party.
Get rid of all the foreigners!
Basically, if you aren't from here, fuck off.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that nobody from here is actually from here. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, that's just fact.
Yeah.
Unless you happen to be living in Africa and of only African heritage, nobody from here is from here.
Africa and Asia have higher percentages, I reckon. I would guess.
Yeah, but even Asia...
But even then, I'm saying the amount of expats I know that have gone out there.
Yeah, but even Asia... They're not technically from here.
You can't pick a country. You'd have to just say, in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to be pedantic, we're all African.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. Unless you're going to say you are African and your family have never once left the African area, anybody from here in any country is not from here.
Well, the one I liked the other day, I was reading about in America, the fact they used to heavily push the dirty foreigners, get rid of them, blah, 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 against Mexicans. And that's died down over the years. And it's not died down because they don't still think that. It's died down because now these Mexicans that did come over the border have had kids that are now voting.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, oh shit, we can't insult Mexicans anymore. Well, pick a race. Any race, just not Mexicans.
But anyway, the Tea Party, one of their groups decided to... they've got Facebook fan pages. Every fucker does these days. We have one. It's got very few likes, but fuck it. We've got one anyway. We're probably going to scrap it in the new year because Facebook have fucked over all the fan pages.
Honestly, Facebook is dying.
Yeah.
It's over the past few
Facebook
weeks,
is being killed.
Facebook
is being killed by its own fucking decisions.
Yeah, some horrible decisions. But Tea Parties.
Yeah, Tea Party changed their Facebook page. Their cover image, which is brilliant. These cover images, they're good for advertising for fan pages and so on and so forth. However, picking one of the advertising images from BioShock Infinite,
which is satire.
Which is pure satire of the worst of American politics and segregation tactics and all that bullshit.
Basically, it's satire of the women should be in kitchens, black people should be in fields, and Mexicans should be on their own fucking side of the border.
Exactly.
That is their mentality.
That is the BioShock.
They're just taking the mick out of that, and unfortunately,
The Tea Party didn't quite realise that's what they were doing. They borrowed the image and made it their cover image, and that was kind of spotted. It's up there with ITN using footage from Armour as IRA training, and Channel 4 News accidentally putting up the Halo image instead of the United Nations Task Force image.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Although I still think the best one to date was the Olympics when they put up the South Korean flag for North Korea.
Yeah.
Which I think of all the fuck ups, really.
Yeah.
I mean, bad times. So I don't know what that is.
Which one do you want to go to? Disney? Or
Typing of the Dead.
Typing of the Dead. Quickly.
Yeah.
Because we can do this. Typing of the fucking Dead has added a absolutely cunty bollocks ultra profanity pack.
See, I can't do this.
Why?
I have a sentence and I stick to it. I can't just shoehorn fucking words in there. It's absolute dog's bollocks shite. See, it doesn't work. It doesn't make a coherent sentence.
But that's because you're an untrained arse monkey with glands in the anal region.
Okay, I don't think it works. But they have a profanity pack.
Yeah, they've added a new DLC
where
pack.
they've just put fucking words in there.
it's literally profanities, and it's literally the Profanosaurus.
Yeah, although the Profanosaurus, some of the ones in there, honestly,
the Profanosaurus is epic.
The definition of fish fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can guess.
Yes.
It's a Profanosaurus. It's made to offend.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's that, but it just ends with. I think it's. It ends with, "Pray it comes without ketchup." And honestly, you know when you just think there's a line.
No,
a bit of profanity you can do with, but there is a line. If you go, oh, that's too far. You have crossed the line.
I think Cunty Bollocks is in there. I'm pretty sure Cunty Bollocks is in the Profanosaurus.
I'll bring it round. We should do a YouTube video. I'll let you do this one.
I'll do that one.
Just read from A to Z Profanosaurus. Good times.
Could do that live on Twitch and just say, right, pick a number.
Yeah. I was doing this in the office.
Arse monkey!
I was doing it in the office. Can't say that one. Director here, director there, one over there. Oh man, they've moved the office. Literally, I have two directors behind me and one to my right. All of them can see my screen. I can't go anything. I can't even browse Reddit.
No, we kind of, for temporarily in the team that I'm in, had word of the day, and would just put it on the put the word of the day on the thing, and it was generally from the Profanosaurus.
Yeah, somebody else at work's got this as well. They get a text or some message every morning telling them. And
they just put it on the board. This kind of had to end when we got a guy working from us from Oxford University. He didn't really understand half of the words and had to have the phrase spit roast defined to him.
Oh, nice. It's where you get a pig and put it on over a fire.
Not that definition.
Oh, not that one. Right. Okay. So.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Do we move on to Disney from that? Or
Why not?
We can go Disney, or we can go Nintendo.
One warped sensibility to another. Let's go Disney.
Disney are effectively spit roasting the Star Wars franchise.
Yes, that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. They have announced a game called Star Wars Attack Squadrons. Now it's going to be a Rogue Squadron-esque battle arena type game. So 16 people per map in TIE fighters and X-Wings blowing each other up. I could not be happier for the concept.
Yeah. Whereas I just think 16 people MMO. No.
Yeah.
They don't go together. It's massively multiplayer online, all 16 of your friends.
This is Disney selling it as an MMO. Don't sell it as an MMO. Just sell it as fucking Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Just stop trying to sell it as an MMO. Tell us it's the spiritual successor to Rogue Squadron, and we will fucking flock to you.
Well, it's the whole fact. If you say 16 people, you go, 16, that's not too bad. Then you think, no, that's 8v8 in space.
Unless it's deathmatch, last man standing, free for all.
Oh, but even then, you just get pissed off because it's every fucking angle you got someone coming from.
Yeah.
No doubt there'll be an asteroid belt at some point you're going to weave in and out of, and it's lasers. They go pew pew. Nothing is more infuriating than pew.
There is nothing wrong with pew pew lasers.
There is a lot wrong with pew pew lasers. First of all, I'm sure physicists could correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never heard a laser say pew. Not once. Never have I got a laser pen and gone, fuck, what was that? No, lasers don't go pew. They don't really make noise. They go, and they laser the fuck up.
But depends how much. No, but the heat release of a high proton laser would
in space where there is nothing.
There is sound in space.
There isn't sound in space. There's nothing for anything to reverberate. There is no sound.
Apart from the oxygen of the craft that you've just blown up, which would have to dissipate, which would carry the sound towards the oxygen within your
If
cell.
you went into that cloud of whatever the fuck, you would possibly get sound. But you are pushing your luck because it would very quickly go...
Generally, if you're shooting something in space, you're flying straight towards it. So you're going to go through that sound wave, so there would be sound in space. Shut up.
No, they wouldn't. Right, I'm actually... Right, no, let's get rid of this completely. There would be particles. There would be things that could potentially hold sound, but because it's space and it is a vacuum, it would dissipate and spread so quickly that I can't imagine you would get sound. Oh, here we go. We're googling.
We're googling.
What?
First ever sound recording from beyond our solar system.
Don't count radio frequencies.
Oh, it's the Daily Mail. Fuck it.
Yeah, but
that's it. Argument made. There's no sound in space. The Daily Mail said there is.
Job done. This is the thing that's always confused me. There is stuff in space.
Yeah, space isn't a vacuum.
No, well, it is, but
it's not.
It is.
It's not a perfect vacuum.
No, there is stuff out there, but it's not to the point where you could transmit sound. Now, like you say, if there is somebody, hopefully, explain like I'm 5. Please. But I would imagine if there is oxygen and some kind of explosion in space, you would get that kind of... I don't think you get...
You wouldn't get... You might not get what you would see as sound on the ground, but you would get the buffering reverberation of that gas escaping.
You would get something in your ship like rattling and... Yeah. Maybe. But even then, pew fucking pew.
Yeah, the pew pew you wouldn't actually hear.
You wouldn't get pew pew.
But I see that as kind of the dump valve of the laser world. All those knobheads that add dump valves to their fucking gearbox.
Yeah.
It's the rapid cooling of the laser's cooling unit.
Oh, I love that when you see a Vauxhall Corsa go by. It's like, mate, you haven't got a turbo. That's just silly.
Yeah.
You have no reason for anything that would make that noise. It's just a stereo cranked up full going every now and then.
No, you can actually physically fit these things.
You can get the speakers,
you can get physical dump valves added to normal gearboxes. Basically, the moment you change gear, it pressurizes a container, and the moment you hit the clutch, it dumps it.
Nice. That's just silly.
They cost a couple of £100.
And it makes your Corsa sound
and it makes you go every time you change gear.
It's the one thing annoying me about Grand Theft Auto at the minute. I bought a supercar. Until I upgraded it, it didn't go now, right, my supercar, I want to point out, a supercar, a car that is tuned to the absolute limit, didn't make a dump valve noise until I upgraded it.
Oh dear.
I mean, what the fuck, Rockstar? And even then, right, going on to glitches and problems in GTA, I spent over $1 million on a car and it disappeared.
Yeah, but you gained 200 million, so it doesn't matter.
I was pretty
buy the replacement.
Well, I have now, but also whoever hacks in GTA, thank you. Somebody gave me 200 million. I don't know where it came from. I won't mind. I panicked because my bank account went to nothing. and I was holding 2 million in cash. And it always says, if you get mugged whilst you're holding our cash, they could take your money. And I thought, 2 fucking million, quick, back. No, I'm lying. I didn't realise. I genuinely thought it had just taken my money out of my bank and put it on my thing. So I thought 200,000. Then I realised there's an
extra couple of zeros.
Yeah, and then I bought everything ever. Good times.
Where are we? Blah 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 blah. Hyrule.
Yes.
Hyrule Warriors. They are making a Dynasty Warriors style game using Legend of Zelda characters.
Yeah, it's a bit.
This is just the greatest idea I have ever heard of Nintendo ever having. I'm sorry, there's no...
As long as they don't piss about. I know this sounds daft, but hack and slash is fun.
Yes.
But in every single hack and slash game, you run from one battle to another. Zelda isn't that superficial.
No, but if they
as long as the story's there and the battles are like that, that is going to be epic.
As long as they replicate the joy of Dynasty Warriors and just it's basic. This is one of the rare occasions where I will accept a reskin. Give me the latest Dynasty Warrior games just reskinned with Zelda and with Link and Zelda enemies.
But I think that would cheapen Zelda rather than.
I don't give a flying rat's ass.
Dynasty
Warriors is a fucking awesome series. I can think of no greater series of games.
Devil May Cry. Go on, if you're going to go hack and slash, DMC wins every single time.
Dynasty Warriors wins over DMC because of the sheer number of things that you're hacking and fucking slashing.
Dante, pistols, and a big ass sword. That's all you need. That's proper.
When you're bouncing 30 fucking characters up and down and slicing them at the same time, Dynasty Warriors over Dante every time.
I'm going to call quality over quantity. I'm sorry. I think DMC.
Play the recent Dynasty Warriors. There's quality there as well.
But either way, that doesn't lend itself to a Zelda game. Zelda games pride themselves on story.
But the video
everything.
does make it look good, and it does make it look like fun.
As long as they're the battles and they are very separate from. So there's still a story. There's still the main Zelda stuff going on. If
they do it by like Dynasty Warriors, the story will be told in cutscenes, and you will move from battle to battle.
Yeah, but that's fucking shit.
No,
it is for a Zelda game. I want to find pots, damn it, and I want to smash them.
Yeah, but if you
eventually there will be a fairy in 1 hour, catch it in a jar. That is how I want to play my games.
I want to be able to pick up that jar and throw it at the enemy, and then twat him in the face afterwards before slashing him in half.
And you can in the battles. I just think battles and adventure are two separate things.
It is. It's not what Zelda is known for, but
pacing. I think you need a proper. You can't just have battle because that's not what the Zelda series has ever done. I think it would ruin it a bit.
No,
it could be a no-name hack and slash.
But if it's not part of the Zelda franchise, if it's not part of the Legend of Zelda franchise, if it's just Hyrule Warriors. It's just a hack and slash type game using the Zelda characters. That's not a problem.
Oh, it is for me. I think a Zelda game has always been a Zelda game. They've never done an offshoot.
They have.
Have they?
Link's Crossbow Training.
Come on.
It was a shooting game. It was using the characters.
It was teaching you how to use the damn remote.
It was still an offshoot.
Nah,
you wanted to do that.
That wasn't even a game. That was like school.
It was a very fucking good game.
It was like school.
It was a good game, and you can't say that about franchises when Mario wanders around pretending to be a fucking doctor every now and again.
Yeah, but I suppose that's the Nintendo way of developing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Zelda franchise, the only one they've kept pretty much safe. Mm-hmm. They haven't fucked about with it.
Yeah.
I don't think they should. I don't think they should. I think Zelda needs to remain Zelda, story-driven action-adventure game with battles thrown in, rather than a battle game with cutscenes. Cutscenes suck donkey balls. I hate cutscenes. If you can't tell
I like battles.
Yeah, I like battles.
I like lots of battles.
What you want is an epic battle followed by a bit of calm so you appreciate your epic battle. If you have epic battle after epic battle after epic battle, it's just one big battle. And you just think, why the fuck am I battling? I'm wondering how many times I get battle into a battling sentence whilst we battle about this battle.
But I generally use those gaps between the battles where the cutscene is going on.
You get a drink, don't you?
I go to get a drink and get a piss. That's my break.
No, I think Zelda games in particular should remain as they always have. They haven't been fucked with so far. Keep them as they are. It's the one safe.
No, I give you
Nintendo
that.
have.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking with things, Sonic Lost Worlds not getting great reviews, not doing well, about to get a DLC, which is a bit interesting. Now, the DLC is a Yoshi's Island DLC. This means a Yoshi's Island level will be put into a Sonic game.
Yeah.
This is... We've got Sonic and Mario at the Olympics, which has already blurred the barriers between the two between the two previously mortal enemies.
Yeah. But let's be honest, at this point, this is Nintendo going, alright, yeah, we'll put it in, don't worry. I mean, Nintendo own the first party development scene. Nintendo make the best first party games. Sega made a console that sent them under, reduced to being a software only company, and now whore out their franchises to whoever will have them. I mean, let's be honest, they've not had massive success with Sonic. If they focused like Nintendo did and just did a good game and then put characters into it, it'd be fine. But every time they go, this is a Sonic game, it must have Sonic elements in it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Sonic elements aren't as popular as they used to be. No,
but the fact that the more they blur the lines between the franchises, this is what I'm looking forward to. The more they blur the lines between the franchises.
I don't think they will.
But it's happening more and more.
It's not really.
The Sonic and Mario at the Olympics franchise is one thing. Smash Brothers. Sonic is a confirmed character for Smash Brothers.
As is Snake.
Yeah, Snake is.
They're just taking in anyone that's... I realise he started on Nintendo, but he's been long gone from Nintendo.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to, say, 5 years down the line, the next generational
You want to see Mario punching palm trees to get things out of them, don't you?
Yeah. I want to see Mario running around in the Sonic world and Sonic running around in the Mario world. I think that would be an awesome crossover.
I'm just thinking they could recreate Mario in Tron world.
Yeah.
Right, see where I'm going with this?
Yep.
Because you could have a Mario 3D game where he comes across a machine that zaps him, sends him into 2D world. You can have old school Mario and then come back later.
Yep.
You could have Tron mixed with Mario, mixed with Sonic, mixed with every single game ever that's got a free IP that you could use, and have this awesome kind of clusterfuck of games. I mean, that would be awesome. Imagine Mario on a Tron cycle.
Yes.
That would be good.
That would be good.
And the story makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
As much sense as Tron.
Well, you just base the entire game around the same basic concept.
I got zapped by a machine. Now I'm in it.
No, the same basic concept as Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, why not? But you can have like a bit of an existential Mario playing a Mario game.
Yep.
Controlling Mario. That'd be fun.
I think you've just lost the plot there.
Yeah, but either way, Sonic has a new Nintendo DLC, and
he seems. The one thing I'm going to say is Sonic seems to be able to play the Yoshi's Island levels better than better than Mario.
All I'm thinking here is shit game gets add-on exclusive for Nintendo.
Yeah.
I just think it's all well and good for those 3 people that own a Wii U and Sonic. Sorry, those 3 people that own a Wii U. There's not a big enough crowd playing on the Wii U.
No.
It's growing massively. Quickly.
It is. It's on the grow.
And there's definitely not enough people playing Sonic Lost Worlds.
No.
So if you had a Venn diagram of those two things, it would kind of be like, whoop. You would have a tiny bit of crossover in the middle. Those people are the market for the DLC. Let's say 20% of people buy DLC. That's like 6 people Literally, there are 6 people going to buy
You're
this.
a bastard. I'm going to get a beer.
Right.
Okay, we're not going to lie. We paused there. Strange things happened. I grew a squash.
I'm apparently too close to the camera. Right. So,
the last couple of stories before we go on to the extra time stuff somebody has raised a class action suit against EA over Battlefield 4.
yeah,
Not because Battlefield 4 is shit,
because there's been some shady practice going on.
because it does appear that several of the key shareholders have perhaps participated in insider trading to some degree.
Yeah.
Now, this is all allegedly. We don't want to be part of this lawsuit. We do not want to be sued. Please don't sue us, EA. We can't take it. You are a bunch of bastards, but please don't sue us.
Yeah. In a nutshell, it's like, help, I'm in a nutshell. No, it's in a nutshell. Sorry, it's an old joke. In a nutshell,
An old joke that I've never actually heard.
EA came out and said, the game's on track, it's all going well, blah, 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 share price rose.
Everybody's loving the beta. And everybody was loving the beta.
And what happened was, when the share price went up, a lot of people that worked for EA...
It was a lot of people that were high percentage shareholders, members of the board.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they were members of boards that said something was wrong here. 164,000 shares.
Yeah, totaling is what, 4 million or more?
$4 million odd dollars worth of shares were sold when the share price rose as a result of the statement made.
Yeah.
Before the game was actually released.
Yeah, as soon as it was released,
so
they tanked.
So that effectively says to an outsider is that we knew the game was full of bugs and we were rushing it out. We decided to make a statement to get the share price to rise so we could cash out at high value before it tanked because we released a piece of shit.
Yeah. To be fair though, Battlefield isn't a piece of shit. It's a very good game. It's just suffering issues on next gen, and I think it's only PS4 it's actually suffering.
PS4 and Xbox One. It's not got. It's not Xbox. PS4 is suffering the worst of it, but Xbox One is also suffering.
But the game is genuinely sound. It's just the console implementation is a bit lacking. But either way, they're working on resolving it, and it still doesn't help them. They
canned all DLC development beyond the DLC that they were nearly finished,
which tanked the shares further.
But is the right thing to do.
Yeah, it always helps to have a game to sell.
Yeah.
Before you
start selling extra bits for this game.
Crystal Dynamics have defended Tomb Raider for the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, they people got a bit pissed off because Crystal Dynamics announced that they were releasing a next-gen version, a definitive version of Tomb Raider on the next generation.
Yeah.
And they've tried to defend themselves, saying that it's not just a facelift. And I'm going to say, even without seeing it, it won't be. Because they will have known the PS4 and Xbox One were coming, and they will have designed the game around translating to those that generation.
It'd be out, wouldn't it? Let's be honest, it would be out now if it was just a facelift.
Yeah, if it was just a re-release on the platform, it would have been there at launch. It would have been, because it'd have been a fucking killer launch title.
Well, Tomb Raider's awesome.
Yeah.
What they choose to do with it from this point onwards, though, is going to be interesting. Because they're going to have to justify it being the ultimate next-gen version. So they're going to have to use the touchpad on the PS4. They're going to have to...
But I think they'll have already planned
Connect on the Xbox. Sorry, I was trying to think of the unique feature.
Yes.
It's Connect.
They'll have plans for that. And I think there'll be stuff that they've specifically set aside for it. And there will be specific content for the versions.
Yeah, I've heard if you swipe the touchpad twice to the left, once to the right, and then up, you get naked Lara Croft. That's totally fact.
I will believe that. Yeah. The naked Lara Croft cheat is in the touchpad.
It's a classic, isn't it? The naked Lara Croft cheat.
The fact that it never.
The amount of people I saw turning on the spot and turning back and jumping forward and jumping back. You just think, come on! It's clearly winding you up. It's not real. Just download the patch like everyone else did and get a naked. I mean, PC games are awesome. What? Did you never see that?
No.
If you had it on PC, somebody made a patch.
I just went to DeviantArt. And at which point...
Oh my god, gamers are randy, aren't they? The stuff that got posted on DeviantArt. It's unbelievable.
It doesn't matter what you are. Rule 34, a DeviantArt can prove.
I remember before DeviantArt where you had things like... I don't know if it was Steak and Cheese or Whereas.
Yeah.
You could always get... Naked Lara Croft was always that one. You know how you know the moment you click that, you've got a virus.
Yeah, okay. Naked Lara Croft was the big thing, but I'm from an era before Lara Croft, so it literally... Rule 34 has always existed, it just never had a name.
When your dirty pictures load in like this...
Line by line.
That's when you know you've been on the internet too long. I can see an eye! 10 minutes later, that's definitely a nipple! No, it's another eye. It was just, I remember...
What the hell, but just for you, Lord.
It's Japanese. But honestly, the Lara Croft thing, naked Lara Croft, I never understood it. Even since I remember being a kid, teenager. Well, and somebody sent me a picture, and it was like a CG animated.
The better one. The hot coffee mod.
There was nothing to it though.
There was fuck all to it, and people went mental for it.
Oh my god, there's sex in a game. It's in every fucking film you've ever watched. Why? Why?
It's in every film you've ever watched, and that is not sex.
Honestly, to this day, I cannot understand how people got so alarmed about it.
That is a quick time event in a game, and you fucking know it.
Do it in a movie. Oh, art. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so well done. No, it's tits on the screen. Do it in a fucking game, and suddenly it's offensive.
Yep.
It's likewise mowing people down in an airport. In a game, offensive. In a movie, that's part of the plot.
Yep.
Ah! Watch any bloody film with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it and watch the death count. How is that not offensive? Stallone's probably better. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say Stallone probably a better thing because actually Arnie doesn't kill all that many people.
No, I was just thinking in Terminator. He's not really.
He doesn't actually kill that many people in Terminator. Commando is in the jungle, so it's not many people. Predator, it's the Predator.
Yeah, it's Rambo that was renowned for mowing people down.
Thinking about them now, Arnie actually hasn't killed that many people.
Yeah. I hope there must be a website somewhere that tells us how many people Arnie has killed. If not, there should be. And I'd like to think somebody watching this is going to make it.
I feel the urge to Google it.
Right. I'm not sure now's the time, for me to be honest.
You can talk about the next story.
Well, the next story is a PlayStation exec. Oh, I was close.
No, it's the Shadow Play.
Alright, so the GeForce Shadow Play. I don't actually know what Shadow Play is.
Shadow Play is the function that GeForce added to all of their cards for certain games that allowed you to record your gameplay based on what they were rendering. So basically it reduced the load on your system because the graphics card was already rendering it and was just outputting a small fraction of it to a video output.
Cool. So they've enabled that to output it to Twitch. So you'll be able to have your your gameplay on your computer output to Twitch, as long as you're playing the right game at the right time of day.
Yeah.
And you're using certain hardware. Basically is the gist of it, yeah?
Yeah.
Which means, unfortunately... How is that? You just put how many people has Arnold killed?
Right, here we go. Well... Which action hero has killed the most bad guys? Jean-Claude Van Damme is at number 10, killing 328. Charles Bronson is at 377 over 38 movies. Clint Eastwood, 396. Steven Seagal, 420. Mel Gibson,
421. Oh, he's only just holding on to that one.
421. Sylvester Stallone, 449. Chuck
Jesus.
Norris, 455. Harrison Ford.
Jesus, Harrison.
508.
Right, I want to point out, I can rule this out completely.
The majority of those kills are 387 kills in Return of the Jedi.
Well, I was going to say, this is why I think we could rule this out completely.
Yeah.
If you take, I forget who plays Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He technically killed an entire planet.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's a lot.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger has killed 538 baddies across 20 movies.
How is Dolph Lundgren
Because I forgot about Total True Lies and Total Recall.
Yeah.
There were some big death counts in
True
that.
Lies, now that was a bad film. Well, good bad film.
Yeah. And number 1 is Dolph Lundgren.
How?
With a total of 662 kills across 23 movies. Including one movie where he kills 182 people, which is The Punisher.
But let's be honest, Dolph Lundgren is just that guy from Rocky.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't even think has he made 23 movies?
Yes.
Oh man.
I
appreciate Dolph.
That was worth Googling.
I appreciate Dolph purely for the fact that I'm pretty sure he was either a neuroscientist or physicist or something before. Yeah. But just because he's a big, massive butch guy, they thought, yeah, you could do movies.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And again, Arnie was an economist, wasn't he? So why not? Either way, Shadowplay for those 3 games it supports.
Yeah, Shadowplay is a bit limited in what it supports. It's going to keep growing, and GeForce, the more games they add to it, is going to be the better.
Yeah, but this is the Nvidia way. They go, look at what we can do. You go, fuck yeah, I'm buying a GeForce. Then they fuck off and do something else.
But
it's
actually part of a growing trend, and it's kind of the thing of Twitch, because Minecraft now has built-in Twitch support. World of Warcraft is apparently getting built-in Twitch support.
I don't understand though, because
the PS4 has got built-in Twitch support.
Yeah, but this Twitch is aimed at you're watching it now because it's a competition.
Yeah.
Right? Half the shite that's going to go on Twitch because of the PS4, because of this, is just going to be, I'm building a fort. Nobody wants to watch that. Or you want to watch a Let's Play, but you can't do that with Twitch because Twitch is very much a streaming what's on now. You can archive. No.
This is the problem that's pissing me off mostly with the PS4. Now I can stream what I'm playing on the PS4, which is great. I get drunk, I play games, I stream them, and this is what I do.
Yeah. This is actually just a stream of Paddy's life. It is pretty much.
It is a bit. It's just a stream of consciousness, and. The PS4, unfortunately, when you stream from the PC, it gets archived. When you stream from the PS4, it fucking doesn't.
Woo! They don't want it to exist.
This is apparently something that they are working on and will be fixed soon, but it's not fixed yet. Which means that I can spam out that I'm playing Resogun, and Resogun is worth watching somebody stream because if they're good at it, it looks brilliant. If they're bad at it, it's fucking hilarious.
I'll be honest, right? This is the one use I can see for this is a screensaver.
Yeah.
If you could have Twitch as a screensaver, it would be awesome, right? No chances that any pixel going to be untouched if somebody's playing Resogun.
Yeah.
It just goes without saying.
But
I don't.
But more and more games are actually building Twitch support into them natively, which actually removes the need for the additional software that is very, very piss poor, and I can't get to fucking work.
Yeah.
This is the reason I don't stream PC gameplay very often, because I can't get a fucking setup that works and streams over KC's fucking piss poor upload speed.
Yeah, but seriously, in all honesty, why the hell would I want to watch somebody playing a game? From the PS4's point of view, when they launched this,
again, this goes back to the Let's Play argument on YouTube, in that people will watch people. It's not what they're playing that they're watching, it's the people that they're playing it that they're watching.
The problem is you watch people that are good and entertaining. They are in the vast minority.
They are in the minority.
Look at our viewing figures.
Oh yeah, I look at our viewing figures, and I think I know we're in the minority. But fuck it, we are one of these offshoots. But I don't care.
No, well, we come here to get drunk and have fun.
Yeah.
But from a PS4's point of view, if you flood the market, that was almost a word, flood the market with millions of videos, nobody's going to watch. Because there's now millions of videos to sift through when you could just go on YouTube and look up a Let's Play.
And it's going to get worse when once the Xbox finally gets its Twitch streaming working.
And as soon as you can archive that, oh god, all hell breaks loose.
No. As soon as you can archive that, YouTube becomes better because you can once it's archived, you can export it from the archive to YouTube.
But if you can do it, anyone can do it.
I don't care. I just need to be able to export the videos that I create on the PS4 to somewhere where I can fucking download them to edit them into a review.
Just buy a little bloody box.
They're a bit too expensive for my taste. I want one. If anybody wants to buy me an Elgato box, I'll be happy to take it. But until then...
The annoyance being literally... This little box is fine. It's got a little hard drive in it. It all connects up and it's all clever. But really, all it needs is a splitter cable. Yeah. In old technology, you could literally just take a feed and send it to 2 places.
Yep.
And that's all we need to do now. But you can't fucking do it. Why is it so complicated? I feel like we're going to step backwards to go forwards.
I know.
Anyway, PlayStation Executive. I don't know who that is.
Fuck it, yeah. This is not worth...
Why are we both doing this?
I don't know.
Hello.
Why are we both doing this at the moment that the video decided to switch between videos?
This is how we're going to finish this podcast.
We may actually have done that at just the right time that the video will flickers for a second. I hope we have.
Yeah, so a PlayStation Executive, I'm not stripping off, it's very warm in here. PlayStation 6 has said the Wii U is only just getting started.
Yeah, basically the Wii U is about to hit its stride.
I like the thought that was said in a really kind of it's only just begun type Batman voice.
Sushi Yoshida. Basically he said the latest Mario game is really good. The Wii U is just getting started. People can get together and enjoy the console, and it's got plenty of wonderful games, lots of really good games about to come out.
They're still sticking to its 9 million units as well, which that is optimistic.
Yeah.
Like, really optimistic.
It's
ridiculously optimistic.
It's still estimating that by the end of the financial year it will sell 9 million units. And if they can get a couple of the titles that are coming out before that financial, the moment they can bundle Mario Kart with it,
software sells.
Because that Mario Kart game looks fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It evokes Double Dash. It looks like it's got the quality.
I'll be honest, as bad as this is, I think Sonic Superstar Racing has influenced it somewhat.
Yes. You can see it.
Transformed or whatever it is.
Yeah, transformed.
It looks like... as backwards as this looks like Sonic.
Yeah. No, the 7 had the same thing, where the transformations between the different track types.
Oh.
And yes, you can see the influence of Sumo on the Mario franchise. You can see Mario... You can see where Nintendo have gone and looked at Sumo's game and gone,
we can improve.
Holy fuck, we're behind the 8 ball on this one.
Yeah.
We have rested on our laurels for too long. What the fuck? These guys have overtaken us.
Bring back Double Dash.
Yeah.
I know it sounds daft, but Double Dash was...
Double Dash was brilliant.
Yeah.
And...
I don't know anyone that's ever spoken bad of it.
No.
And the GameCube really didn't... I don't think it ever saw the success it should have had.
Nope.
But anyway. It's good. The Wii U is going to sell well, and slowly this hat is making its way down my face. I'm going to be like this by the end of it. Oh well, like it now.
I think the 9 million mark is still a bit overconfident.
Yeah, just a little bit. When you've only sold almost 4 million in however long it's been out. You're pushing it for 9.
Yeah, but now all the good games are starting to come out. I think they might push it back, and they might push the 6 million mark by the end of the financial year.
My reasoning behind this is the fact that there are now 2 other consoles on the market.
But do very different things.
Yeah, and money is scarce after Christmas.
Which means they're not going to buy both high-definition units, but they might buy one true next-gen and one mid-gen.
Yeah, I forget other people waste money on silly things. Damn it. I just want one. Just it'd be nice. I'm going to buy a car instead.
Why are you buying a car?
Because our car runs out soon, so we've got to either hand it back or get a new one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Car salesmen are arseholes.
They are.
No, you know what the worst thing is? I went in expecting a car salesman and I got some twat that wouldn't help me. I got somebody that didn't want to sell me a car.
Where did you go?
Citroen. Because we're taking our current one's a Citroen, so we went back to them. And literally I walked in...
Go Motor Depot. Those guys are good.
I might have to. But I went in, you know when you expect somebody to try and sell to you, I thought, right, bring it on, I'm ready. And he went... Yeah, you alright? You know what you're looking for? I said, well, yeah, we've got this old one, we'll bring it back after a new one. He said, alright, how much you got to spend? I said, this much. He went, yeah, we could do that. I went, alright, great. He went, yeah. Well, we could do anything, really. That's not useful. Yes, we can do anything. Could be, alright, I want a Veyron. Bugatti Veyron, this much a month. Job done, I'll leave now. No, that you can't do anything. What you're telling me there is...
You don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit at all, yeah. And he didn't try and sell me anything. I've been in twice, and every time he's kind of just fobbed me off. So I'm just not going back. He keeps calling me now. You coming back? No, I'm not. You told me if I want my car valued for a part X, I have to make an appointment. Fuck off, I walked across the block and got someone else to value it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. My phone's ringing.
Yeah.
So, we have other videos.
Yeah, we'll cut to the extra time stuff after you've answered your phone.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, extra time stuff now that Gow has answered his phone call. And
they didn't know.
They did, because I said this before we cut.
Yeah, but you could have cut before that.
No, I wouldn't have done. I won't do. I wouldn't have done. I'm saying I'm talking past tense before I've done it.
Talk about the videos.
Fuck off.
There's videos.
There are videos.
Woodcutting Simulator is among them. And honestly, Woodcutting Simulator is just Woodcutter Simulator.
Woodcutter Simulator.
For people that love to cut wood. I don't even know how to elaborate on this further. You cut wood. It's a woodcutter simulator. It simulates cutting wood.
It's literally, you got all the machinery.
Yeah.
But it even has a first-person mode for when you go into chainsaw. So you can actually get out of the tractors and the devices and the machines and get out there with a chainsaw and go...
I mean, farming simulator, I understand. There's a lot to farming that people don't understand. I mean, you've got to haggle with the local markets. You've got to do everything. Granted that none of that's probably in farming simulator. But woodcutter simulator is cutting wood.
I played Professional Farmer because I downloaded the demo for Professional Farmer 2013.
Is it more professional than farming simulator?
I don't know. I attached a plough to my tractor and drew a penis in the field.
Ever the professional.
I couldn't resist. I was just plough down. What can I do now? Penis. Penis.
See, I make a point in GTA of whenever I'm in a truck and I have to finish a mission in this truck and park in a certain place, I actually try and reverse in. So it's, whoever gets this after me is done. But the game isn't set up for that.
Isn't it?
No, the game is set up so you literally, there's a yellow dot and you plough onto it and you're done. If you actually try and reverse your trailer onto it, because your trailer is so far away from your cab, it doesn't recognise you're actually sat on it. So you can park in the actual bay made for trucks, but it doesn't count. Honestly, it's the biggest flaw in the game. Screw the fact that people have millions and millions and millions and they're exploiting into the hill.
That's a bug.
You can't reverse a truck properly into a...
The other simulator game news for this week is the fact that Euro Truck Simulator is getting a multiplayer mod. And if it does, we will not only acquire Euro Truck Simulator 2, we will acquire the mod and we will play it.
I don't even understand how this works. Oh yeah, I'm just driving down the road. Where are you? I'm in Germany. Oh right, yeah, I'm in Hungary. Woo! I don't get it.
There is a video of the new Super Street Fighter 4 changes. Trailer for Lego Hobbit.
Woo!
Trailer for some YouTube videos of the Steam machines in action.
Yeah, which, I'll be honest, they look amazingly like a PC. It's scary.
Yeah. Trailer for Cranky Kong in Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Mario Kart 8 trailer, which looks good. Plants vs. Zombies trailer, which looks good. And more video footage of Dying Light, which makes me want Dying Light.
Yeah, I never thought this would...
I want a zombie game.
Yeah, there's enough of them, really.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, zombie games have been done to death, if you excuse the pun. Why do we want more?
I don't know.
I think it's because nobody has got it just right yet.
And this guy, this lot, are getting closer to just right.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing missing from this is multiplayer.
And they haven't. I'm not sure if they've announced it or not.
Yeah, but when I say multiplayer, I don't mean everyone knows parkour, because that doesn't happen in real life.
No.
I mean, one guy is pretty good at parkour.
And the rest of you are normal.
Some of you are normal. One might be a bit of a tank, strong but a bit slow.
Yeah.
You want a bit of everything. Proper teamwork where everyone has skills.
I want to be able to play as a zombie.
Play Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
That was a good zombie experience, especially the one with the long tongue. Though I never understood that. Where does the tongue go?
The same place it does on that animal that I showed you earlier.
No, but it makes no sense. You've got this guy who literally... I assume it's a tongue. You hear... And this thing latches you in.
It could be his intestines.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a tongue, but either way... How? What?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Where does that come... How? Why does it go... Zzz? It's not a fishing line. It's not one of those things at a cinema that comes out of the bollards. It's a tongue.
I lost balance.
Okay. It's not like he's spawning tongues. I mean, it wouldn't be so quick if he's spawning tongue. You imagine you're running across the map and there's his tongue just slowly kind of hovering through the air after you.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit creepy, wouldn't it? Just slowly, just tapping the back of your head. So, fuck off.
I think that's a good point to stop.
So
we're off.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, good Christmas,
Happy New Year.
and we'll see you in January.
Yes, or
you'll hear us in January if you're listening to the audio. I keep forgetting that we don't just do this for YouTube.
No, I'll be honest. The video is probably the least likely place people are going to see us. I mean, you can see us on YouTube if you want to. For all you listeners that want to actually see us, but it's not pretty. Stick to audio. We literally face for radio was a term invented for us.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
Look at me. I am here for you. Oh, boy. That's my penis.
If you're watching this, you probably just finished watching either our Talking Point or Drinky Talky Thingy videos on for this week. there would be a nice outro sequence that had both of us in it. And there was one recorded. I've accidentally deleted it from my hard drive, so this is a very short one. It will be replaced next week. If you liked the video, then please hit that like button down below. It doesn't bother me whether you do or don't, but YouTube seems to like it. It apparently is part of their algorithm that lets people see this video that don't normally. Also, if you aren't already subscribed, chances are you already are, then also hit that subscribe button. It would be great to think people actually like us, but we do this anyway, whether you like us or not. If you want to contact us, then obviously there's the comments below. There is Facebook, which you can get to via our nice shortcut, 8bitalliance.com/Facebook. You're on the YouTube channel probably, but if you're not, it's 8bitalliance.com/YouTube. Twitter, we've got @DrunkenGamer, which is me, @D_Gow, which is Gow, and @8bitalliance, which is the podcast feed itself, which effectively is just me. So you can tweet that one, but you're just as easy tweeting me. Other than that, we'll be back with the next episode shortly, and until then, please consider looking at these videos over here. If I've done this outro right, there should be videos there. If not, then just ignore my waving finger. Just makes me look silly.